This is CY, right? Yeah, it has been a few days since I uploaded my last video, right? It has been really a busy week for me. I think the DF64 flat burr grinder is really taking off, so I'm just busy handling all the orders locally as well as internationally. We are the DF64 agents, right? If you want to get a machine, the DF64 flat burr espresso coffee grinder, right? You can actually visit our website. For international customers, please choose the international customer link, and for Singapore customer, please get in touch with me direct, right? You can actually do that via Carousel, right? You can just search for cafemetella.sg to look for me on Carousel, or you can go straight to my website, which is actually www.speedy3dcreations.com, right? So the details will be listed in the description, so you can actually visit there later on, right? So good morning everyone, this is CY. Once again, thank you for joining my channel, right? If you're first time joining my channel, right, my channel is all about having fun making coffee, right? My DF64 has been taken away from my friend, right? My only demo set, because he just couldn't wait for the new stock to arrive, and therefore nowadays I'm making espresso using the niche and niche 0, and I'm pleasantly surprised that the niche 0 is able to give me the kind of espresso that I want because of the beans I'm using, right? Recently I've been using the light to medium roasted coffee beans, right? And I've always wondered, how does the light to medium roasted coffee bean affect the tasting profile of the espresso? And yes, you'll be getting a slightly acidic or more floral and brighter espresso, and not many people, not everyone like this kind of espresso shots, but I'm one of them who actually like the espresso extracted from these light to medium roasted coffee beans, and I find them really, really nice. And if you can't really take the kind of acidic espresso shots, what you can do is actually you can use your milk actually to make a very good cup of latte, right? Somehow the sour shot from the espresso really blend well with the milk, right? So the two really strike it off and really give you a very very sweet and very fruity kind of latte, right? It's very different from the traditional chocolatey and nutty latte that typical Singaporean like, right? Okay, so today I'm going to do slightly different. I'm just going to do a simple pour over, right? As you can see, this is my very simple pour over setup. I have this what do you call this? A container, right? For you to contain the coffee, right? And I particularly like to use the cloth filter from Hario, right? This you can buy online, right, for less than $20, right? This coffee filter is actually a gift from my friend Matthew, right? And recently I purchased a copper pot, right, which allows me to better control my water, right? So right now what I'm going to do is I'm going to warm up and rinse my cloth filter, right? And this really allows me to control the flow of water. Right, rinse it, and let's get ready for the coffee beans, right? Today I'm going to try the coffee bean that I've roasted a few days ago, the Colombian coffee beans, right? I recycled my coffee bag from Cafe Metella, right? This is not from Cafe Metella, this is actually from the Colombian beans, right? Let's do a 20 grams shot. Sorry, not 20 grams shot, 20 grams pour over, right? Normally for 20 grams, I'll be using about 350 grams of liquid, using about 1:15 ratio. Right, so that is the kind of ratio I prefer. Right, it's not too strong and it's not too weak. It's just nice for me. Right, today I'm just going to use my Millwright. Right, I have 3 grinders now. Right, the manual hand grinders, the Comandante, the Millwright, as well as the Chestnut C2. Right, I seldom use the Chestnut C2 ever since I have the Millwright, because the difference is just too big. Right. Okay, let's check the grind setting on the Millwright first. Yeah, it's exactly at 45 clicks, so I will just go back to 45 because I prefer the pour over coffee made by the 45 clicks on the Millwright. 5, 15, 25, 35, that's 45, right? Okay. Right, and let's have a bit of workout. Alright, it's done. Right. I normally use this way to blow out the coffee ground, right, and also to remove probably the static. Okay, so it's pretty okay. Alright, so let's pour the water into the cup to warm up. Right, this is very ready, freshly roasted. Roasted about 2 or 3 days ago. The smell is really good. Let's dig a hole. You can see that with this copper pot, I can really control the water flow. The water flow is very steady and slow. Right, watch out for the bloom. This is called the blooming stage. Forgot to switch on the timer. By right, I should switch on the timer. Right, the blooming is really good. Yeah, because the coffee is really very fresh. Right, the only disadvantage of using this copper pot is I have to transfer my kettle, right, the boiling water from kettle to this copper pot, and before I transfer to the copper pot, I must make sure that the copper pot is warm up first. Otherwise, the temperature will have dropped quite a few degrees. Right, I'm using actually 100 degrees of boiling water. Right, so when I start using the pot, the water inside is still very hot, and it will be around 92 to 93 degrees Celsius, which is perfect for the pour over. Right, and for light to medium roasted coffee beans, right, we tend to use a slightly higher temperature. The whole pot is actually made of kettle, including the handles. So the handle is also actually very hot. Right, I will continue all the way until I hit 250. So you can see the water flow is very gentle. It doesn't disturb the coffee bed. Okay, so that's about 250 grams. Give it a swirl. Right, get a container. Right, normally I'll not wait for the coffee to totally drain out. Right, and you have your filtered coffee. And you have not tried filtered coffee, right, you have to. Right, this is a great alternative to the normal espresso and the heavy latte that you've always been drinking. Right, you can really taste the flavor from the coffee beans. Alright, so let me bring it closer. Right, the color is really very nice. Right, the rose gold. This is actually copper, red copper. And there you go. A nice cup of filtered coffee. And let me bring you out to my balcony. Right, so I can actually enjoy not much scenery to enjoy on the outside. Right, and cheers. I can taste the chocolate and the nutty flavor from this, and the fruitiness as well. Right, acidity is low. Very nice cup of coffee. Right, you can see the sun is coming up. Right, have a great day. Right, thank you for joining me. This is CY. If you are first time joining my channel is all about having fun making coffee. Right, I play with different kind of coffee equipment. So thank you for joining me this morning, and remember to subscribe to my channel, like my videos, and ring the bell, right, if you want to stay updated on my future video content. Right, so thank you for watching, and see you very soon.